It's your boy, the host with the most, and do not brag or boast. I'm coming to you guys live from Ghost to Ghost. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're gonna be talking about my favorite show. It's been my favorite show for the past couple of years. I got hooked on to this show it was like 2 years ago, and by that time they already had two seasons already in the tank, and I watched those two seasons in waiting in anticipation for the third season. And this show, a lot of people don't know about this show. It's called From. Now, From is from the same producers that did Lost on ABC. And it's a phenomenal show. And for those out there who's been living under a rock who doesn't know about this show, let me give y'all a quick uh review, description of this show. Basically, it's a show where you have these strangers stranded, uh they're stranded in this small town, and this town is haunted by its past. It's also haunted by the ghost and the creatures that live in this small town. And these strangers all work as one to find a way back to reality, back to home. And it's on MGM Plus. If you not subscribed to MGM Plus, out of all the streaming services, I think MGM Plus is, a lot of people don't even know MG Plus even have a streaming service. And it's really the only hit MGM Plus has uh on their streaming service. Now they had other shows that have tried and failed, but this one is a critically acclaimed award-winning show. Have a phenomenal cast. And we'll talk about the cast a little bit later. But basically, if you haven't seen From, I suggest go check out season 1 and work your way up to season 4. Now it comes on every Saturday night, Sunday morning, and you can watch the new episodes. But if you haven't seen From, I suggest watch season 1 and work your way up to season 4. I'm telling you, you're gonna miss a lot of things about this show. So I'm going to talk about briefly season 4, episode 1, 2, and 3. Now, like I said, if you haven't seen the show, spoiler alert, I suggest just stop listening or stop watching this video. Go check out the previous seasons, the previous episodes, and then come back to this. Okay, by then, I will have a laundry list of other things we're going to be talking about. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, and if you want to see it, I suggest don't even listen to this video. Just bypass it and enjoy it. I think MGM Plus got a deal where they got it comboed with another streaming service. I'm not sure about the other streaming service that is connected to. And I think they also got a deal where, you get a month free, or you get 2 months If you buy 2 months, you're technically getting 2 months for the same price as 1 month. I'm not 1,000% sure. You can go check it out at your leisure. Uh, I suggest, instead of just going to MGM Plus straight to their app, if you have Amazon, go to Amazon. Amazon has a lot of these streaming services bundled, and you can get real good deals. Particularly if you got Prime, it's very good. So, take it from me. All right. So, we're about to get into it. Season 4, episode 1, 2, and 3. I think that's enough time that everybody done left. Okay. So, basically, season 4 starts off with, the cliffhanger from season 3. And the cliffhanger, the last episode of season 3, Phantoma had her child. Child turned out to be one of the creatures that Boyd killed in I think it was in that same season, or was it in season 2? I'm not anyway, he killed the creature. Phantoma got pregnant, and that creature that Boyd killed was the child. The child grew up into an adult. It's the smiley creature. So Boyd is filling in Phantoma, uh his son, as well as the lady who owns that's in charge of the house on the other side of the town. So he's filling them in, telling them, what he saw. And Boyd feels kind of hopeless at this point because he's saying to himself, look, we killed the smiley creature thinking we found a weakness in them. Come to find out, they really don't have any weaknesses. And Boyd feels, he loses hope. Boyd feels depressed. Boyd feels beaten. Boyd feels he went through all this for basically nothing. Okay. So you got Boyd thinking this way. And he's in a rut right now and he's just not in a good mood. Because Boyd is the glue to this town. Everyone looks to Boyd. Okay. So now Boyd is losing hope. He's thinking that they're all gonna just die there. So that's pretty much episode 1. There was also introduced to the main. They still don't know there's a man that's called the Man in Yellow. The Man in Yellow is a demon, a demigod. I mean, a demon god. Well, a demon, basically a demon. And he's just like the creatures, but he can walk in the daytime. Okay. And he can also change his form into different people. So he changed into uh this woman who's like a teenager, and everyone assumed that she's the daughter of a preacher who got into a car accident. He came into the town and got into this car accident. He got them out, Boyd, as well as the other town folks got him out as well. And now the Man in Yellow has infiltrated this town, and no one has no idea, has no clue that the man in Yellow exists, or the fact that the Man in Yellow can change his form into uh, a male, female, boy, girl, whoever. Okay, so you got that going on in that story with episode 1 being introduced to the Man in Yellow, and now we know the Man in Yellow has unique powers where he can, change his shape and form into other people. So you got that in episode 1. You also got in episode 1 that someone died. I don't want to go into full detail. Someone died who is a main uh, vocal point in this town. Okay. And he died, and the son, uh well, he basically died. The Man in Yellow killed him, and no one knows where he's at. Everyone just assumed that, he just didn't come home, and maybe he's at Commonwealth. Commonwealth is the other town, but it's in this big ass townhouse, this big ass house, and that's another community. So everyone assumed he was over there. His wife and the 2 kids. Okay, the daughter and the her little boy. Okay, so episode 2 goes into, they're still wondering where he is. And the season starts off as Boyd walking out of the house, and he notices a sack hanging from the phone line. So immediately Boy just beelines to this sack. And when he makes it to the sack got blood dripping out of it. And everyone assumed the worst. Everyone assumed that was the boy's father was in the bag. So everyone assumed, oh my God, and at that time, the mom and the boy and the daughter came out of their house and they see this large sack and there's blood dripping out of it. And the little boy assumed that was his father. That's his father that's in that bag. So the mom told her daughter, "Hey, look, take your brother to go pet the farm animals while we figure out what's going on with this bag, because everyone just assumed it's him. So when Boyd cuts, I mean drops, gets the bag, and it finally gets to the ground, they open the bag, come to find out it's all the farm animals that was killed, um, that was killed in the farm. And now they're going like, oh, we done made a grave mistake, because the kids are gonna go in there and they're gonna open up the barn doors. There's no animal. Okay. So as soon as they open up the bag and find out it's the farm animals, the scene changes to when they open up the barn door and they see their father dead, hanging in the barn. So now the kid is crying and screaming. The daughter crying and screaming. Boyd and the rest of the people make it over there and try to comfort them. Acosta uh is trying to comfort them. And then Acosta gets to the point of, this is my new life. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with. Now, Acosta was introduced in season 3. She's a police officer, and Acosta has a hard time adjusting to this new life. Acosta believes that this is a dream, this is not real. She doesn't deserve to be here, and she just, just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, she stole the ambulance, to see if she can find a way out of the town, and basically you're just driving in circles in this town. There's no way you can get out of this town. But Acosta feels like she's being done a disservice. She feels like she doesn't deserve to be there. And then now she come to the point, and she told Boyd that, hey, I want to end this. Just give me one bullet. I'll walk into the forest and delete myself so I don't have to deal with this. So Boyd sent her on a wild, I don't know if it's a wild goose chase. She might actually find some answers. He took her to the storage room, and in the storage room they have all of people's clothes and items and things of that nature. And he basically telling her that, since he's a police officer, use your detective hat, see if you can find something that's important that we may have missed that can help us with, as far as getting out of here or what's going on. So he set her out to do that. Okay. Now, season Oh, and also the daughter had the ability to she's trying to home in on her story walking power. Story walking, basically she can go into time, and go into the past, or just go into time in general, and see how things happen. Okay. So now season 2 and season 3, she's trying to home into that, which we're going to segue into season 3. Season 3, Boyd is really trying to figure out, trying to put the pieces together. Now, there was a quote written on the barn door, and it was also mentioned in season 3. The man in yellow said this, and he said, "Knowledge comes at a cost." So, everyone believes that, when they get close to something, or when they get closer to the answers, or have the answers, that means somebody is going to die in that town. Okay. Basically keeping them from pushing it further, as far as, trying to find answers. So, but Boyd is heavily determined in episode 3 to get the answers on the who, what, when, where, why. Now, there's another guy. He feels like he has all the answers in his head, but he can't find them. Okay, he's got writer's block or whatever. And he asked, boy, do they have acid or drugs or something? Of course they don't. But he stumbled across some mushrooms in the forest, And that segue into episode 4. Episode 4 is, I saw bits and pieces of it. Basically, he ate one of the mushrooms, and now he's on a trip. He's on a high trip. Now, is he gonna continue to stay high, or he's gonna come off his high? We don't know. We have to wait and see. Also, his name's not Walt. I forgot his name. He's got a childlike mind because he's been there so long. He was the very first one there. I forgot his name, but anyway, uh he starts remembering things about when he was a child. He thought that these things are in his head, but in actuality these things are true. These things that he have seen as a child. And the man in yellow, he saw the man in yellow eating on the people that died in that town. So we have to wait and see how that unfolds. So there you have it. So I got y'all pretty much caught up uh on episode 1, 2, 3. Season 4, episode 1, 2, and 3. We did a recap on 4. Okay, so I got y'all guys pretty caught up. If you guys want me to continue to do from reviews, please comment in the comment section. Just let a brother know, and I will continue to do these things. I'm up out of here. I will talk to you guys next week when episode 4 has came and went, and we'll talk about it. We'll rap about it. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.